How's it going, guys? This is Adam from AMP Gaming, and today we're going to talk about the Medi class, and more specifically what kind of Medi guns you want to use for what kind of situations. And first off, we're going to be looking at the quick fix. Now, I know a lot of people, especially like competitive players, they really frown upon the quick fix along with the vaccinator, and nobody really takes it seriously, but the quick fix does have its situations, especially after the patch earlier this year, buffing it to give it a little bit more beef to what it can offer. And pretty much the quick fix is if you have like 2 or 3 medics on the team and you're one of them, and you see that, like, say they both have the Medi gun, you want to like try to mix it up and not make it all Ubers or all crits. You want to try to use the quick fix to like get the smaller classes. And another reason to use the quick fix, or another excuse I would say, is like if your team is doing well and you know that certain classes don't need Uber charges or overheals. Another good reason to look into using the quick fix is it's very efficient for getting to the battlefield fast. And one of the early attributes were that they could, if you're healing a scout, you could get the scout's running speed and you could pretty much run to the battle a lot faster. But another reason is sticky jumpers and rocket jumpers and rocket launchers you'll travel with them when you jump, and pretty much what that will do is allow you to jump across the map really easily, and it'll also help the soldiers and demo men trying to fly across the map by giving them health as they fly along, so that they don't end up dying on landing or dying in midair off a jump. And it also helps build Uber faster, because another quick tip is that medics always build Uber faster when you're not overhealing. So pretty much you want to be healing people from like low healths to get Uber faster. And pretty much with the quick fix, one last point is you want to look out for scouts, soldiers, demo man for the jumping, and pretty much all other classes, especially like small classes, to help out if there are a lot of other medics focusing on the bigger classes. Alright, next up we have the Kritzkrieg, which is a more friendly Medi gun to the competitive setting, which there are a lot of competitive players that use it. It's pretty much like the Medi gun and the Kritzkrieg flip off between what competitive teams want to use. And the Kritzkrieg is pretty good for when you have lots of enemy players, and basically that means there's either one or no engineers on the other team to build up big sentries. So if you need like a big push, a lot of times medics will use that along with maybe another Uber just to like get past all the enemies. Like there could just be a lot of heavies and you need to take them out really quick. And pretty much who you want to Uber with this, or crits with this as they say, are soldiers, heavies, demo men, and probably pyros last on the major ones. And soldiers and heavies, they'll take out guys from longer range, and heavies will be great for taking out bigger classes or just like mowing down a bunch of people. And soldiers can place rockets at longer range, and they can pretty much pick and choose who they want to kill. And demo men, if they set up sticky traps with the crits on, they can just shoot it and leave it there, and it'll just stay there as crits. So it can pretty much help them if they're setting up a lot of traps. And pyros are just good for WM1, just mowing down people. Real quickly, the next is probably the bread and butter of all the Medi guns, which is the Medi gun. And it's pretty much the all-around best, in my opinion, of all of them. And this is pretty good for busting out sentry nests or taking out a lot of engineers in one area, especially on payload maps. They like to stack up engineers on the last point. And it gives you invincibility towards any damage, but it doesn't give you knockback invincibility, so sentries can start pushing you away. So like a good tactic would be for the medic to stand in front of the soldier, because sentries will target the closest enemy, so that the medic's taking the knockback, so the soldier, demo man, or whatever can get their shots over onto the sentry nest. And this is pretty good if there are a lot of players, because it's good for pushes if the person you're Ubering has a good skill level, and it's also good for pretty much any class to get Ubered, except for like spy and like sniper and such, because they're not really offensive classes, they're more of support roles. One of the downfalls of this type of medigun is that it does have a slower Uber charge than the last two I mentioned, crits and quick fix, but it is better in the long run if you want to have a good push and to get past a lot of enemies. So pretty much in general, this is the best one. And lastly, I'm going to talk real quick about the Vaccinator, because in my opinion it's probably the worst out of all of them. And this pretty much lets you resist against specific damages. And this is pretty much only good when there's a lot of one class. Say there's a lot of heavies and everybody's getting torn up by bullets, you can like switch to bullets and heal people for that. And it's alright if there is a good player on the other side of the medigun getting healed, if they know like when to attack, and like if they see a pyro to like push up because they know you're gonna switch to fire. You pretty much need pretty good communication, and it's pretty good if there's lots of one class, as I said before, or lots of one kind of damage, like a lot of sentries. That would be alright to push up with. And lastly, it'd be pretty good if it's only really good for pushing against soldiers, and not really soldiers, but like enemies in general, and not really against sentries, because sentries can just mow you down with two explosive types, and not explosive types, damage types, bullets and explosives. So really it's kind of bad for countering sentries. But just to wrap up real quick on this video here, if you want the best medigun of all, take the regular medigun, the stock medigun. But if you're looking for some good kills, crits, and quick fix if you're just kind of messing around and not really need a medic, and Vaccinator is just meh. So this has been a gameplay commentary by Adam, A&P Gaming, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you like, didn't like, whatever. Just say it in the comments section below. And thanks. Goodbye.